Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Soleha binti Muhammad Fauzi. Today I will present to you topic 10, which is borehole loss and SI report. First, I will discuss about borehole loss and the next one is SI report. As an introduction, borehole log is a log that provides detailed information about subsurface conditions encountered during drilling. It includes the data on soil or rock types, water levels, and geotechnical properties. Here are the drilling parameters required, which is depth, diameter, and drilling method. It is crucial for engineering and environmental impact assessments, aiding in constructions, resource explorations, and decisions about constructions, groundwater resources, or environmental impact assessments. From poster that I share to you, at that right side is the example of a borehole log. All the values in these borehole logs are filled in unit millimeter, except of depth in unit meter. From the top, it is project title. You need to fill in the project title at the space provided. For borehole number, you need to write about number of boreholes that you observed at that time, like stated at here. For reduced level, it was an elevations of the ground surface with respect to the mean sea level. Log by is the person who logs or input the data, and drill by is the machine operator, which is person who in charge in drilling. There are also sheet number, which is one borehole requires few sheets. Type of drill is the type of machines that used during drilling. Starting date and finishing date of drilling. Next is the description of soil. Depth is the elevations at which tests are being performed or samples being obtained. Under sample columns, there are depth, number, referring to number of tests obtained and 6 of 75 mm segments. Why 6? It is because field test indicates SPT targeted 450 mm penetrations. Under remark columns, there are noted that N and RR. N is the SPT value and RR is the recovery ratio. S1 is the standard penetration test 1. Here is the number of blows. UD1 is the undisturbed sample 1 and the soil must be soft and cohesive based on SPTN value, which is between 0 to 4. SPTN is equal to 5 because it is the final 300 mm penetrations. RR is equal to 420 over 450 at depth of 1.5 meter indicates that 420 mm long sample was obtained from the 450 mm sampler advance. Ditto shows the same property as the preceding depth sections. As we know that when SPTN value is greater than 30, it is the hard soil, so undisturbed sample cannot be taken. That is why it is just D9 represent disturbed sample 9. The last row penetrations is equal to 360 mm. Supposedly we need to consider the last 475 mm, but the total number of blows has reached 50 within last 375 mm, so we need to stop driving standard split spool sampler. The last 300 mm did not achieve because the count already exceeding 50. N is equal to 50 over 210 mm. 210 mm get from subtractions of 360 with 150 mm. There are only 50 blows can penetrate 210 mm. Cohesive soil refers to clay or silt, the range based on SPTN value. Non-cohesive soil refers to sand or gravel, the range based on relative density of granular or non-cohesive soil. Next part is SI report. SI report is documents that provides detailed information about the geological, geotechnical, and environmental conditions of a specific site. It is used for design of foundations or earth surface. To assess the subsurface characteristics and potential risks associated with a particular location, especially in the context of constructions, engineering, or environmental projects. There are important things need to be included in SI report. First, scope of investigations. It is referring to the contract given. For example, the report that need to perform several soil drilling or cone penetration tests. Second is the general descriptions of the proposed structure. In this part, we need to specify the kind and purpose of these constructions that has to be built, such as school or shopping malls. Third is the geological conditions of the site. It is depends on how big the project area is. If the size of project area is small, so less geological conditions. If the size of project area is large, so more geological conditions of the size. Fourth is the drainage facilities at the site. It is critical to pay attention to the site's drainage features to hydrate the area and avoid flooding during and after constructions. Next one is the details of boring, which is referring to the borehole log to get the information such as type of boring machines, range of machines, size of casing being used during drilling. Six is descriptions of subsoil conditions as determined from soil and rock samples collected. This is importance of drawing subsoil profile based on borehole log to describe subsoil conditions. 7 is groundwater table as observed from the boreholes. Report about the water level in the boreholes, whether the soil is high or low permeability. If the soil within the project area has high permeability, then the water level in borehole will stabilize and becomes equal to surrounding area within short period. If the soil within the project area has low permeability, then the water level in borehole will stabilize and becomes equal to surrounding area within long period. 8 is foundation recommendation and alternative. Based on experience and observations, we need to recommend foundations and alternative required, just in a general statement. 9 is any anticipated constructions problems. Observing surrounding area by visiting the proposed project site will come up with constructions problem. For example, if the project area is in a busy town, the problem will arise is traffic jam and will lead to difficult to bring in the equipment and constructions material to the site. Last is the limitation of the investigations. This is to determine after performing site investigations by identifying certain limitations of the investigations. For example, certain laboratory testing are not sufficient to obtain parameters to prepare a foundation design. There are also other elements in SI reports that can be written, which is we can add site locations map that includes map globally and need to be focused and specific project area only. Locations of boring with respect to proposed structure. For example, figure 1.19, page 19 in the textbook. Next is soil profile based on borehole, like figure 1.2, page 20 in the textbook. All borehole logs must be included because it is important for designer to design the project. And the last one is laboratory test results. The results might be in form of graph or table and must be appropriate and relevant to the proposed project. There are all the things that we need to understand for the last topic. So that's all from me. If you have any questions, you may ask me during Q&A session later. Correct me if I am wrong. Thank you for giving me to present this topic and hearing me patiently. Thank you and bye-bye.